Hello everyone, my name is Mace, and welcome to r/entitledparents, where we can cure depression just by cheering up according to one entitled mother, be racist by kicking out a house intruder because they are of another race according to another entitled mother, and learn synonyms for the word flabbergasted by me, your narrator. With very vague story context out of the way, let's get started. This story is called I'm Not Allowed to Take My Medications by Oceanic Blue. After having an argument over whether it's cannibalism for me to eat fish, and then having to lay down with an ice pack on my back for half an hour, I decided to post here again. This happened a few months ago. No kids make an appearance in this story, but the parental status of EM does play a factor. The cast. Me, EM, boosh! So I'm just doing my normal weekend thing. I got lunch and went to the public park to eat. It was allowed and they had trash cans, don't worry. Then I get the alert on my phone that it's time for me to take my meds. I have them on me, so I take them. Apparently, EM saw this. EM, why are you taking drugs in front of my kids? Me, they're my medications. I need them to not perpetually want to jump off a cliff. EM, you just need to cheer up. Me, yes, cheering up will fix the brain bullshit I have going on and erase my trauma. Thanks, I'm cured. Never thought about that. EM, I'm calling the police for you doing drugs. I just nod and finish up my lunch. The cops arrive while I'm on my way out, and I tell them it's just my meds and show them the bottle. They let me go. I don't know what happened to EM, but I'm hoping they find her for misusing the emergency services. Edit 1. For those curious about my first sentence, check my bio. Edit 2. Thank you for the silver.
Well, Oceanic Blue, you need to just cheer up, because that fixes everything.
Yes, because the trauma that Oceanic Blue has gone through can be fixed with the magic ability of cheering up. Folks out there, let me just tell you, if you're sad, just cheer up. It'll fix everything. I'm joking, of course. If you have health problems or mental issues, please go to your doctor, go to a psychiatrist, get help. They will be able to help you a lot better than cheering up. On a side note, let's check that bio and see what exactly she meant. Hello, I'm a fish. I have gills. Why am I not surprised? This story is called EM Lets EK Into Our House Without Permission, Then Threatens to Sue for Racial Discrimination by Jimmiest of Jams. Cast. Me, take a guess. M, mom. J, cousin, working on the garage sale with us. K, aunt, also working with us. EM, entitled mother. EK, entitled kid. We held a garage sale this morning that went from 8 a.m. to 6 p.m. The sale was a steady stream of 3 to 5 people at a time, but it was relatively uneventful until around 11:30. I was working the cash register for a majority of the time, and I found people watching interesting from that perspective. My mother was working at the register with me, while my cousin and aunt were walking around everything, reorganizing and such. At around 11:30, a mother, EM, and her son, EK, came walking up. I need to mention now that they're both African American, as it's an important detail for later. They did the expected browsing. EM looked through the clothes and home decor, while EK looked at the toys, games, and books. I take a quick lunch break, so I switch out with my cousin, and I walk around the side of the garage and into the house. I get to the kitchen when I hear the door open and close, then footsteps up the stairs. I assume it's my mom, so I keep filling my plate. The door opens one more time and I hear my mom say, my name. Are you in here? I respond with a yes and she asks, who just came in here? I get up to see what she's talking about and I can see both my aunt and cousin are at the register. I realize that means it wasn't my aunt, cousin, or mom that just walked into our house, or that my mom was playing a cruel joke on me, which I felt wasn't likely. So now, someone we didn't know is in our house, and that's probably one of the scariest feelings. My mom goes back outside, and I go upstairs. I specifically remember closing every door upstairs. My bedroom, mom's bedroom, spare bedroom, and bathroom. But the door to the spare room is open slightly. I peek into the room expecting either a creepy old man or a ghost, but it turns out to be EK. EK is just laying on the futon couch watching TV. Hey? I say to him. EK just looks up at me, then looks back at the TV. Why are you in here? I ask him. EK doesn't acknowledge me at all this time. Hey, I asked you a question, I say sternly. EK doesn't do anything again. I walk over to him and grab the remote and turn off the TV. He sits up and stares at me intensely. The front door opens again. Get out! This isn't your house, kid! I'm so glad my aunt came into the house when she did, because she heard and came up. Who's this? Kay asked me. Some kid. I think his mom's outside, I respond. Do you know where your mom is? Kay asked EK. Kay walks towards EK and grabs his hand. She pulls him up and takes him outside. I follow them outside because I'm curious what's going to happen, and I can tell this is going to be a great Reddit story, and watch Kay reunite EK and EM. It wasn't as happy of a reunion as I thought, however. EM.
Unhand my son! Come here!
Kid's name. EM walks over to her. Kay. Why was he in the house?
EM. Well, the other boy walked into your house, so why can't my son? Is it because he's black?
Yes, she really stooped to the level. Kay. Ma'am, he lives here. Your son does not.
EM. I don't care. You can't kick my son out just because he's black.
Jay finally snaps and says, Listen here, we never said anything about you being black, and we never said anything about having a problem with you being black. And your son can't come into our house because no one gave him any permission. We can and will call the cops if this happens again. EM.
You can't kick us out for being black. We'll come back with a lawyer for racial discrimination.
Jay. Try me. EM scoffs.
Come on.
Kid's name.
Let's get away from these racist pricks.
The two walk away quickly. Luckily, no one was there to see this scene. We continued the garage sale like normal for a few more hours. So, it was a pretty eventful day. I never understood the whole race thing myself. So, people be racist to other people, and then people who are being racist on use it as an excuse to be racist against themselves? I'm confusing myself. I just don't get it. I think the moral of the story is don't be racist, and don't assume racism when it isn't there. The rule of thumb that I go by is that you judge the person, not the race. This story is called EM Curses Me Out for Not Letting Her Son Win in a Paintball Match by Chats0714. I have a ton of these stories, and now I finally have enough karma to start sharing them with you guys. So now that school is out, I have been frequently going to my local paintball field to play a few games with random people, occasionally bringing a friend along. Today, it was just me since my friends are going out of town with their families. I'm in a match with a bunch of people. The game mode is capture the flag with 5 kids on each team. So I'm pretty good at playing paintball, or I at least like to think that, and I would repeatedly find myself in a shootout with this one 12-year-old kid. Since I'm pretty sure it was his first time playing, I ended up hitting him every time, and our team would end up getting the flag. For this story, I'm not gonna call this kid EK, since he was pretty cool about the whole thing. He was basically the complete opposite of his mother, though. Me, K, kid, EM, entitled mother, E, employee. So I got K out, and in the middle of the game, I caught him on his way back to the waiting area where EM was. I gave him a quick tip about pulling the trigger faster, which he was grateful for, and I jumped back into the fight. I can hear EM and EK talking. EM.
What are you doing over here?
K. I got out.
EM. Was it that kid again?
Referring to me.
K. Yeah, so what? EM. Don't worry, sweetie. I'm gonna go have a talk with him. K. Mom, please don't make a big deal out of this. He's just better at the game than me. EM. Hush now. As soon as he gets out, I'm speaking to him.
So the game finishes, and I quickly jog out of the arena to grab an energy bar from my backpack. I can hear EM's heels clicking in hot pursuit of me. I pretend not to hear or notice her, however, she's the aggressive type, so she taps me on the shoulder pretty hard. EM. Excuse me? Me. What's up? EM. So I heard you shot my kid again. K. Mom, please don't start anything. Me. Yeah, well, that's kind of the point of the game. EM. Yeah, I know that. You don't have to get smart with me. Me. I'm not getting smart, but I feel like I know where this conversation is going. EM. So will you do it? Me. Do what? I wanted to hear her say it outright, so maybe she can hear how ridiculous she was being. EM. Let my son win the game? Me. What? EM. Well, it seems like you're picking on little kids because you are better at them at this paintball thing. Me. What makes you say that? EM. Are you insecure about yourself or something? Is that it? Is that why you're having to assert yourself against little kids? I really wanted to be reasonable, but she's taking this whole thing way too far. K. Mom, what the Stop making such a big deal out of this. EM. Not now, son. Me. Why are you getting so upset about this? Your son seems to be having fun. K. Yeah, Mom, I am. Please, can we just go back to playing? EM. No, K. I'm not gonna let you get taken advantage of by bigger kids. Me. You're crazy, you know that? I'm not gonna let your son win, so how about you just leave me alone? EM starts freaking out and starts screaming obscenities at me. E comes over to see what's wrong. E. Okay, everyone, let's just calm down here. What's happening? EM. Thank God you're here. This kid is cheating at paintball and bullying my son and the other kids on his team. E. Is this true? Me. Of course not. She wanted me to let her son win and started cussing me out when I said no. If anyone's the bully here, it's her. If you don't believe me, just ask K. K. He didn't do anything wrong. It's just my mom who started the whole thing. EM had a look of pure rage on her face. E. Ma'am, I'm gonna let you off with a warning. If anything else happens and I hear that you're involved somehow, I'm gonna have to ask that you leave. EM's flabbergasted right now and struggling for words. I know, who says flabbergasted anymore? The end, I guess. In the end, I felt bad for the kid because it seems his mom did this thing a lot, and I hope that he didn't get into trouble at home for taking my side. I'm proud of him for getting involved and trying to get his mom to stop acting like a brat. Thanks for reading. Seriously, when the kid is more mature than the parent, there's something wrong there. Such as, you shouldn't be having kids if your kid is gonna be more mature than you. Seriously though, you use the word flabbergasted instead of words like thunderstruck, stupefied, dumbfounded, or the more interesting ones such as gobsmacked, or my personal favorite, discombobulated?
First, discombobulate.
I'll give you a pass this time though. Just this once. Alrighty, that wraps up our stories for today. I want to thank you all for watching, and I also want to thank our authors for the stories. They were great. Links to their stories and profiles are down in the description. I am working on a new method to produce videos for you faster, and it seems to be doing good so far. If you have any suggestions for a video in the future, please leave a comment below. If you are new and like the content, please subscribe, and because I learned about this from basically every big YouTuber at this point, please hit the bell. Otherwise, please leave me a like, and I will see you all soon. Thank you all for watching, and I wish you a wonderful day.